The San Antonio Spurs finally answered the call against the New York Knicks, stealing a massive win on enemy territory and clawing their way back into the series. It's now 2-1, a world away from the nightmare scenario of 0-3, a hole that no team in NBA history has ever escaped. And it's not just the win that matters, it's what the win means. The Spurs didn't just pick up 2 points in the standings, they snapped the Knicks' relentless 13-game playoff winning streak, a streak that had been steamrolling everyone in their path. New York only tasted defeat once in the first round, then swept their next 2 series clean. That unstoppable machine, the Spurs just threw a wrench into it. The number one reason this game flipped? Victor Wembanyama. After averaging 27 points in the first 2 games, he exploded for 32 in Game 3, his best performance of the series yet. More importantly, he redeemed himself. Game 2 haunted him, a crucial turnover, a missed last-second shot that could have changed everything. Tonight, he buried all of that. He proved once again why he is the undisputed engine of this Spurs team, and he carried them when it mattered most. But Wemby didn't do it alone. Castle was an absolute rock with 23 points. Fox showed up when the moment demanded it, cold-blooded in the clutch. Harper delivered a gritty all-around performance off the bench. 13 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Vassell and Champagnie chipped in as well. 6 Spurs players finished in double digits. 6! That kind of collective firepower is hard to stop, and it fueled a dominant start that the Knicks simply never fully recovered from. What was perhaps most impressive wasn't just the scoring, it was how the Spurs closed the game. Even as the Knicks threatened late, San Antonio held their nerve. Wembanyama said it himself in the postgame. Fewer mistakes, tighter control. It wasn't perfect basketball, but it was disciplined basketball. And that's exactly what an away team needs to steal a game in New York. Fox, despite not shooting his best throughout the night, stepped up when the clock was winding down and the pressure was at its peak. That's the version of Fox the Spurs desperately need. And Castle, don't sleep on that clutch free throw that pushed the lead to 4, quietly sealing the deal when the Knicks were trying to claw back in. If the Spurs had lost this game, it was effectively over. 0-3, no hope, pack your bags. But now, the entire complexion of this series has shifted dramatically. They have real life, real momentum, real belief. If they win Game 4, they pull even on home court advantage. They erase the deficit. The series resets, and suddenly what looked like a coronation for New York starts feeling like a war. And that is exactly what the Knicks cannot afford to let happen. They do not want to give a shred of momentum to a team that already knocked off the defending champions, a team that won back-to-back do-or-die games in Game 6 and Game 7 just to get here. New York needs to go up 3-1 before heading back to San Antonio, because if they don't, the Spurs take Game 4, the series is tied, and the final 3 possible games could be played largely on San Antonio's home floor. The feel of this series, the soul of this series changes completely. For the Spurs, the blueprint is clear. Wembanyama must keep producing at the elite level we've seen through 3 games. Big numbers, big moments. The supporting cast, Cassell, Fox, the rest, must continue holding up their end. And perhaps most critically, they need to preserve that composure in the late game, because the Knicks are a veteran team that knows how to turn it on when the pressure spikes. The good news? Having survived 1 close game gives this young Spurs squad a little more scar tissue, a little less fear. For the Knicks, the alarm bells are ringing around Karl-Anthony Towns. After being the key to their first 2 wins, he was a ghost in Game 3. Just 11 points on 4 of 10 shooting. He needs to come back aggressive, physical, and hungry. Bridges was essentially invisible too, finishing with just 2 points in nearly 30 minutes. New York's offense only works when its stars are firing on all cylinders, and defensively, they still have no answer for Wembanyama, who is averaging nearly 30 points per game in this series and seems to be getting better as the stakes get higher. Game 4 is everything, a pivotal crossroads that will likely define the direction of this entire series. Do the Spurs keep breathing and turn this into a real fight? Or do the Knicks take one more step toward hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy? The answer comes next game. Don't blink.